Morning. Take a look at this intersection. These rainbow crosswalks were installed last night. According to the city, this is to recognize Vancouver's commitment to equality, to diversity, to acceptance throughout the city.
I knew right away, the very first day, that this was going to change my life. June 25th, 1978. I mean, when that thing sailed out of my hands into the air, I went, oh my God. This is going to be the most important thing I'll ever do in my whole life. Up until the rainbow flag in 1978, the pink triangle had really functioned as kind of the symbol for homosexuality and gay rights. But it was designed by Hitler. It was put on us in the same way that they used the Star of David against Jews. There was a whole code of symbols that were used to oppress people, Jews, homosexuals, gypsies, and on and on. So we needed something that was from us. Flags are about power. Flags say something. They're not just symbols. They mean something to people. And I thought we could have a flag kind of mean not a nation, but a global tribe. Whether it was pink for sex or red for life. And all down through the spectrum, the orange for the healing and the yellow for the sun, and obviously the green for nature, and the beautiful turquoise for art and magic, and the blue for serenity, and the purple for the spirit.
There was a big parade of homosexuals in San Francisco, the largest gathering there ever, according to the police. About 240,000 men and women took part in the Gay Freedom Day Parade. It's an annual event, and the big turnout this year was seen as concern over the national movement to restrict the rights of homosexuals.
Harvey Milk moved to San Francisco in 1972. Born in Woodmere, New York on May 22, 1930, he spent most of his life in the closet until deciding to start a new life with longtime partner Scott Smith, eventually becoming the first non-incumbent openly gay man to be elected to office in United States history.
It is well known that I'm a gay person, and in this state, there is a law that says gay people cannot be married, but there is no law that says two human beings cannot love one another. I will fight to represent my constituents. I will fight to represent the city and county of San Francisco. I will fight to give those people who had once walked away hope, so that those people will walk back in. Thank you very much.
As I said, it's been 7 long hours since the .38 pistol went off and the two leaders died, and that chaos has captured the city again. Something sinister seemed to be happening inside.
This is the body of Supervisor Harvey Milk as it was taken from City Hall. Witnesses say after killing the mayor, White ran down the hall and fired 3 shots at Milk, killing him. Milk had opposed the reappointment of White. In the total confusion after the shooting, the president of the Board of Supervisors, Dianne Feinstein, spoke.
Both Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed. Oh, Jesus Christ! The suspect is Supervisor Dan White.
Until 1973, homosexuality was listed as a mental disorder by the American Psychiatric Association, citing a pathological hidden fear of the opposite sex caused by a traumatic parent-child relationship. Sexuality was a form of sexual perversion, comparable to pedophilia or bestiality, and anyone caught engaging in homosexual activity was treated as subhuman by nearly every aspect of society.
What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
Many were denied housing, employment. They were often threatened or arrested or beaten, and oftentimes even murdered simply for being gay. Not to mention the horrific medical procedures that claimed to cure homosexuality.
This involved showing the gay man pictures of nude males and shocking him with a strong electric current. Over a short period of time, he will be unable to get sexually aroused to the pictures.
Gay people who were sentenced to medical institutions because they were found to be sexual psychopaths. Were subjected sometimes to sterilization, occasionally to castration, sometimes to medical procedures such as lobotomies, which were felt by some doctors to cure homosexuality and other sexual diseases.
Canadian homosexuals are having their careers ruined, being kicked out of their churches, having their children taken away from them, and being assaulted in the streets of our own cities. We're fed up with the lack of basic respect due all human beings. We're fed up with having to hide to preserve our jobs. We're fed up with having to hide to preserve our own freedom. What have we done to deserve this? Love. All we want to do is love persons of the same sex and live our lives as we decide for ourselves.
The public world at large could be a very violent place. You could be beaten and attacked. There was basically no support at all from the non-gay world.
Growing up gay in Newfoundland in his 20s, Don Hand decided he needed a change of scenery. So he moved to Vancouver in 1973 with a dream of living his life out in the open.
My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. And if it was up to me, I would learn my ABCs and cross C's and hire people to plant trees. If it was my choice, no sound will be bad noise. Everyone's coming round will be the sound of the voice. If it was my word, conquer would never be heard. As a new baby is born, a new language is learned, but it's up to us. Tell each other apart and realize the human race communicates living on. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. And if it was through my eyes, there would be no surprise to eliminate crimes in the entire mankind. If it was me to think about how we are linked, I'd admire the skins, the furs, and the mink. For what's my decision? I'd make a final incision. Stop them close, I'm giving humans night vision, but it's up to us. Minds dressed or naked, human generation, will we make it or break it?
I see kids reaching high, whispers open to defy crooked fields from gray lines, catching joy in one hand, and I think to myself, damn, what a beautiful world.
My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset. My mind is like a shipwreck, my mind is like a incorrect, my mind is like a quick step to losing all of what was preset.